Olori Sekinate has something for Olori Miriam. Say these two people, they have come a long way with their beef, down to a point that Miriam wanted to rub some things into Shekinate's face at some point, but Shekinat maintained her cool. She respected herself and she walked away because Olori Shekinat, once upon a time, was in alignment with Olori Miriam. So both of them walked, and Miriam categorically concluded that Shekinat supported her in sending Naomi out of the palace. So when the Oni began raising a motion for Naomi to return, and they started walking towards it, she made sure that she supported the fact that Naomi should return back into the palace. That was when Miriam began making all the statements of she's actually confused. It is the same persons who have made sure that Naomi leaves the palace that are still the same persons that are wanting Naomi back into the palace. That was a result of that statement because she felt Shekinat had helped her send Olori Naomi out of the palace, and now Shekinat and Olori Naomi have become best of friends and she wants Naomi back into the palace. My people, they talk say matter no they end. So these people later had clashes, they had issues, but the matter wey dey ground right now wey we dey talk be the fact say now that Olori Mariam has been sent out of the palace and she went to occupy the Lekki mansion, and the Olori Naomi sent DSS to prevent that from happening. Olori Shekinat have come out to tell Olori Aderonke that I once told you to calm down and live a peaceful life, but you refused. You chose to chase clout because who would have told you that you would dethrone Olori Naomi and you would accept to the person that I can do that? Yes, because according to them, they were fighting, they were trying means and measures to, dethrone Olori Naomi, to take her off the picture. And then Shekinat is asking her right now that who even gave you that inclination, that thought, and then you would gladly accept with the person that yes, it can be possible. Naomi is just in a lane of her own. Naomi is on her own side of the palace. Every other person is just at the other side swimming in one pool. Naomi is just at the other side watching them. So my people, know you might be surprised why Shekinat is coming out to make this statement. During that period when this whole thing broke out, Olori Aderonke was so angry with Olori Shekinat for not supporting her to wage war on Naomi returning back into the palace. So what she did was they went for a event, and at that event, that was when she attacked Olori Shekinat. And you see, Shekinat became confused. No, why is Ronke attacking me? Because in as much as she was no longer supporting Ronke's bad deeds, but they were still talking, so she could have not really seen it coming that Ronke will attack her. Ronke gave her a public disgrace. That is Oba Elegushi's wife. Olori Aderonke gave her a public disgrace in a royal event. So after that point, Olori Shekinat became quite reserved towards Olori Aderonke because she doesn't want any further form of disgrace that would come from Ronke again. So she stayed on her lane and tried to do her own thing, her own way, and mind her business. But still, my people, it has never been enough with Olori Aderonke. So what she went ahead to do was, she tried begging Olori Shekinat. It did not work. She tried even coming out to say that okay, she would support Olori Naomi's return into the palace. It still did not get Olori Shekinat. So the next thing Olori Aderonke did was to offer Olori Shekinat a multi-million naira deal for her to pick it up, run the business so that they could come back on track. But what Olori Shekinat did during that period was the most interesting thing that has happened within that period. She told her that you cannot get me with your money. That proved genuity in Shekinat. Even if Shekinat took that money or any single thing, she would have been at Olori Miriam's mercy. She would have been at her mercy because we know how much Miriam goes to getting people to bend them. Yes, we know how much this woman bends people to her will. We know how much she does to get people to be at her mercy. We know all of these things. And when we want to speak about them categorically, you would agree with me that Shekinat already knew who she was dealing with. So she took her own precautions and stayed off Olori Aderonke. So during that period, it was more like, okay, Ronke is the boss. She has won. She's the one in charge. She's the one in the forefront. She's this, she's that. Because Ronke actually tried flaunting every single thing into Shekinat's face. And then right now, Shekinat is the one at the other side of the river telling her that I asked you to live a peaceful life, but you said no, I will chase clout. And now the clouds are chasing you. My people, the way tables are turning in this palace, it is now quite alarming. The way every single thing is turning against everybody, it's so alarming. It has just been like the judgment day for them in the palace is here, and all of them are facing it back to back. Because this woman, as it stands right now, there is no way they would say that they have survived every single thing over time and they can stand to tell the story. No, they are just facing it and they have not yet survived it. Olori Toby Phillips now, she's nowhere to be found because Toby has been thrown out of the palace by palace guards. Very, very humiliating moment for her. She has been thrown out. And then, when she went to see Olori Naomi in Lagos, you know how these things can be for them now. They will try to make it seem so nice and enticing. They will try to make it come out in such a way that nobody is at fault, and we're just playing, we're just being women, we're just being those women in competition and all of those things. But my people, day after day, we keep saying one thing on top another, that these women, if they don't stop, then there is no way out of all that they are doing. The moment they don't stop, even now that all of them has been displaced out of the palace, we don't know if they are ready to stop, because Olori Aderonke had the mind to come out and drag Olori Naomi. She came out, the best thing she could say was that Naomi is the reason for all the misfortune. Naomi is the reason why they are out of the palace. She always find a place to drag Naomi. That is just it for her. The way Pastor Tibata once told us, now without Naomi there is no competition in the palace, because that woman is just the face of every single thing that's happening in the palace. So my people, right now, no, the tables are turning, and on this very episode of this table turn, it has gradually turned again against Olori Aderonke, and now Olori Shekinat is asking her, in fact telling her rather, that I asked you to live a peaceful life, but you refused. You said you would chase clout, and now the clouds are chasing you. Indeed, the clouds are chasing her. Yes, indeed, though, these clouds are chasing her, because Olori Aderonke, she has actually tried. Olori Miriam, she has tried. She has done every single thing a human can do to remain in the face of this palace competition. Yes, they call it a competition. Olori Naomi calls it stupidity. But to them, it is a competition. She has done every single thing humanly possible to stay relevant in the face of this competition. And as long as the palace remains and the Oloris remains, these women will not stop this competition. But my people, right now, where all of them turn into fugitives, let's see how this matter will all play out.